Okay.
When you consider my offer, do not consider only the blossom. Look to the whole tree.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Oh, shoot. I forgot to do my regular thing. Oh. How are you guys today? I'm not feeling too well myself, but I wanted to stream something. That sunburn I got was really, really bad. So much so that I was just in pain for most of the night. And my gut is in pain. So right now life is deciding to say screw you. But I was like, I want to do something today that at least involves me doing something. So I was like, why not do a stream? Because that's more fun. Oh, man. But yeah, no, everything hurts. Everything hurts. Nah, it's fine. I'll live. But I can't complain. I got to skip out of work today, so I didn't have to deal with ridiculous questions. I've also been I've been getting back into the whatchamacallit. I've been getting back into the thing of watching or like looking at real life crimes that have been happening or that have happened. Just because I find that to be fun.
Some of you may die. It's a sacrifice. All right, boys. Vegas should be right around the corner. All right, boys. Vegas should be. Wait, hold up.
Oh my God, Jason, we see the fence.
Every single one of them illegally in Houston just arrested after kidnapping an elderly in broad daylight, beating her up, tying her up, throwing her in a closet for 5 hours. Johnny Brooke. Oh, well, hand me that television. What can I do for you, Mr. Bravo? Well, my mama's been kidnapped. Kidnapped? By who? Well, that's just it. I don't know. She was supposed to be home by 6 from 6:01. She still wasn't back. That is strange. Well, I saw your program and I figured you could help me get her back. I see. So, can you help?
Possibly. Now, as I'm sure you know, Judy,
Johnny.
Nick, as I'm sure you know, that's just a TV show. Oh, shoot. You wouldn't believe what I spent on tailoring. Anyway, as I said, it's just a TV blast. Hand me that shirt, would you? Thanks. However, Betty, wherever there's a life at stake, I have no qualms about getting tough.
I knew you were the right guy to come to.
All right, then. Let's go get your mama.
Right. To the Adam West mobile.
Shoot, it's a dumb name, isn't it?
No, it's fine.
Really?
Sure.
Oh, come on, knock it off. Who are you, newcomer?
Johnny Bravo. And I want you to make me a Krabby Patty.
Start digging in your butt, Gwen.
What? What? And I want you to be tired of playing with your ass, nigga. Today your ass is gonna die, bitch. Say goodnight, motherfucker. We tired of
Ranking 3 of the best rules in Japan. Ranking 3 of the best rules in Japan. Third, you never have to lock your bike. People always leave them unlocked outside stations and stores, even overnight. Because in Japan, if something is yours, no one will touch it. Next, public workers actually care. The train guard will always bow to you. Garbage collectors smile all the time. Even police wear clean uniforms and wave as you walk by. But the best rule, no eating while walking. It's not banned, but it's seen as very rude. Because in Japan, everyone respects the food. So you have to stop and finish it properly. Ranking 3 of the best rules. Ranking 3 of the best rules in Japan.
Okay. I am back. Ew, I don't like that. Let's phone is fighting. Okay. Hopefully that stays. Alright. Welcome to stream. We are doing some more Shogun. I'm not giving up on this run. I refuse it. But we're going to chat for about like 10, 20 minutes. Now that I'm fully good and ready. I looked at something a friend sent me just a few moments ago, but welcome. So what's been going on with your guys' day today? I've had nothing new apart from this sunburn and just feeling like crap today. I hate heat. For those of you who are new and those of you who don't know, I really hate it. I've never liked heat. I've never liked intense heat. I can deal with like 60, 70 degree weather, but as soon as we start hitting like high 80 to low 90 is when I start complaining, because I don't like it. I hate being hot, I hate being sweaty, and I hate feeling gross. Especially because I have long hair. Not like super long, like think Nightwing from like Arkham City, or Anakin Skywalker kind of long hair. And so the bangs get in my eye when I get like really, really sweaty, and then the sweat gets into my eye and it just starts irritating me. I do have plans to get a haircut soon to combat that. But no, it's like a really big pain, especially because like it's right the sunburn is what I'm talking about. The sunburn is like right on top of one of the like joints. So, like, I can only bend my arm up so much. And it actually hurts to have, like, something cover over top of it. My gut is also really sore. So, I had to, whatchamacallit? I had to cease any and all, or at least try to cease any and all movements within my gut, just because it hurts. Like, it... Okay. I have to restart. I did a dumb. But no, it hurts, like, a lot. And, I can, like, feel the heat. I was walking in the heat. I walked to Target. No, not Target. I walked to Walmart. I thought everything would be fine. And to my surprise, everything was not fine. Everything was actually really, really bad. I got a bad sunburn on the joints of my arms. So I like, even now, if I put my hand over it, and then I put my hand on my forearm, like, I can feel the difference in temperature. Like, my forearm feels like at a nice, like, room or, like, average body temperature. and then I put my hand on the sunburn. It feels like warm, like hot warm, like the kind of warm you would have when you go to take a shower. Oh, jeez. And then it's somewhat down my back, but it's not like to where it aggravates me or irritates me. But yeah, there's that. But I did text a friend. I did text a friend earlier, seeing if he I did text a friend earlier, seeing if he wanted to go and watch Superman, because I talked about the movie with him. And so he was like, "Man, I wish I could watch it." And I was like, I could take you to go and watch it. It was actually super good. It was Superman. It made me feel like I was watching Superman. I'm gonna continue the siege. Minister to the people. Yeah, no. I got burned bad. So yeah, not the most desirable thing to have had happen to me today. It's getting hate, at least from what I'm, and again, no political opinions on the channel, and this is from somebody who watched the movie. Some people are saying it was because of whatchamacallit's name. James Gunn said it was a movie about truth, justice, and politics. And from apparently it was an immigration story. Now, I'm not talking about any politics. No one's going to know what political party I'm a part of. No one's going to know my personal political opinions. But I watched the movie start to finish, and I didn't see a political thing in there. I didn't see a single thing that resembled politics. I saw, like, comic book styled politics where people were getting mad at Superman because they rewrote his origin a little bit. But the other half of it is the Zack Snyder fans. The Zack Snyder fans, what they want is they want a darker, more grumpy Superman. Like a Superman who only smiles when he knows he's going to win. And so the biggest problem with that was they don't want Superman. They want Batman in Superman's clothing, because that's what I called Zack Snyder's Superman. Because Henry Cavill, he had a great body for Superman. He loved the character of Superman, but he was just given a very, very bad script. he he was given a bad script, and I think that was his biggest problem, and that's why I didn't like the movies that he was casted in. He could definitely fill out the part. It wasn't even Snyder fans. It was people are saying a certain political party was seeing politics in there. My personal opinion, I didn't see a single thing about politics in the new Superman movie. So I just think people are either trying to look for an excuse to hate it or look for an excuse to try and lump a message in. Even the director was saying something like that. I didn't see a thing about it. I watched it start to finish, and I actually told somebody that, and they were like, well, if you didn't see the political message, then clearly you weren't watching the movie respectfully. And I was like, watching the movie respectfully? I watched the movie because it was a comic book character. It was a character, like, what about this is meant to be grounded into realism? This is a man sent from a planet that blew up. His entire race is dead. And you're expecting me to be like, oh yeah, that's super realistic. I love watching a guy who can hop over a building. A literal building. Because that's literally what he does. He flies over buildings. He can bend steel with 2 fingers. And you want to say that that's realism? My personal thing about it is, when it comes to comic book movies, just keep it fictional. And I've even gotten into debates about people being like, the comic books are about nothing but politics, or all comic books have a political meaning. And I named like 3 off the bat. I asked a guy to give me some comic book that involved Batman and Superman, or Batman and Superman separated, about it, and I think he could only give me like 1 or 2 that I already knew about, which was Superman Red Sun, and I think it was, I can't remember, I think it was Superman Red Sun, and then it was Batman Dark Knight Returns, because it had references to the Cold War, which was going on at about that time. But, again, like, I feel like nowadays we can't just let a movie be a movie. I feel like nowadays a movie always has to have some sort of political meaning. There has to be some sort of agenda, even behind a movie as simple as, like, Superman or Batman. Like, we can't let a movie be a movie anymore, and that's what really disheartens me, because these characters, they're fictional, they're fake, they don't exist. And that's what really, like, disheartens me, because my ideology is comic books are meant to bring people together. From whatever political standpoint you have, it's meant to bring people together, whether you're Democratic or whether you're Republican. Yeah, and no, like, X-Men can be definitely, like, rooted into, like, comic book politics, where, like, because, like, there's a difference between real-life politics and then comic book politics. Like, example being, like, when Batman was, like, in his beginning years, people were gathering and complaining about Batman's methods of combating against criminals. Some people were saying he was being too aggressive. Other people were saying, why aren't there more guys around like him? And I feel like again, like, it comes down to we can't just let a comic book movie be a comic book movie anymore. Which, again, really hurts because I love comic books. I love Batman. I am starting to warm up to Superman. Like, I really am starting to warm up to Superman. Now, Superman's never going to replace Batman in my heart, but I also understand what Superman's supposed to resemble. He's supposed to resemble truth, justice, and depending on the version we're looking at, in the American way. And I can get people wanting to say, oh, well, this, that, and the third when it comes to, like, originality or how Superman should act. But I've heard people be like, why can't he just be original? And my version of original is, like, Silver Age Superman to Bronze Age Superman. Because Golden Age Superman was a jerk. And I mean, they toned him down in some cartoons, but he was a jerk overall. At least from what I've heard. I wouldn't know too much about it. I definitely recommend doing your own research into Golden Age Superman. But from what I've heard, he would like be, Lois would be like, oh, I can't wait to get the scoop on Superman. And he's like, well, you can't enter this place because you're a woman. Back of the line, lady. Which is why I like the animated series Superman, because they actually made Lois Lane badass. Her dad was military, and she was just kicking ass. But I don't feel like nowadays people are treating comic book movies as they're supposed to. Which, again, is just supposed to be comic books. Like, when I watch a Batman movie, or when I watch Batman the Animated Series, I don't go, okay, what's the political message in here? I go, wow, Batman's fighting the Joker. Wow, Batman's doing this. Wow, Batman's doing that. My ideas on what a superhero movie is supposed to be is not a political thing. It's just supposed to be something that everybody can watch. Because, like how my channel's supposed to be. My channel is not meant to be a political channel. Like, right now I'm just sitting here playing a game and talking to you guys. I don't want this channel to be like a strictly Democrat or strictly Republican channel, because I want everybody to be able to come here of either political party and be like, yo, this is actually a pretty nice break from reality. Because that's what I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be a distraction from reality. I'm not supposed to be like, oh, hey, look at me. Oh, hey, political message. No. I'm literally just here to play video games and have fun. And I feel like nowadays we can't just let something fun be something fun, which really hurts my feelings. Because, again, comic books are supposed to be a break from reality. And I feel like if we ground them too much into, like, political reality or reality in general, it loses that comic book sense. It loses that comic booky feeling. But, with, like, the Zack Snyder fans, we're gonna get off that topic of political messages, and we're gonna get back over to the Snyder fans. The Zack Snyder fans, they don't, in my personal opinion, I don't think they care too much about Superman as a character. I think they care about him more as something overly serious. Which isn't Superman at all. Superman, and like this even bled over to Batman. When Batman was in like the Justice League of America, which is a really good comic. I recommend, if you haven't watched it or read it, like watched the movie or read the comic, I recommend you do that because it was a super good series. Like it was like a mini series. And so with the Justice League of America, Batman had come into contact with John Jones. And John Jones, obviously the Martian Manhunter, was a man on a mission to just be there to help people, and he actually accidentally killed somebody. And so, like, Batman ended up scaring a kid in the movie. And so he literally, like, walked up to Batman. He was like, can you back away? You're scaring the kid. And so Batman got a whole new outfit. He changed up his entire look. He had more of the 1960s look. And he even got a sidekick. He got Robin. And Superman took note of that in Justice League of America. And so Superman was like, you got a sidekick? A new costume? Something's different about you. And he's like, I set out to scare... He said to him, I set out to scare criminals, not children. Which I feel resembles some of Batman's humanity. Because Batman doesn't like scaring children. He likes scaring those who do wrong, who do evil. And I feel like that's what some of the comics, even nowadays, can't grasp behind. Batman, while he is the Dark Knight, while he is one of the scariest superheroes to go up against, he's also at heart somebody who understands pain and suffering. And he wants a better world where no little boy has to lose their parents over something ridiculous. And when it comes down to that, I feel like DC really doesn't understand Batman as much as they should. Specifically newer guys who are operating DC Comics. Because when it comes to Batman, everybody thinks, oh, dark, gritty, brooding. And while that is true to an extent, he's also like he's like a very noir styled character. He's very like 1940s 1940s detective story, or like 1970s style 1970s style detective story. Like picture like black and white detective movies. And something that I feel not a lot of people understand about Batman is, while he is classified as like a creature of the night, he's also somebody who just wants a better tomorrow. And that's actually something that even the Justice Lords Batman set. The Justice Lords was an alternate universe where the Flash died in that universe, and the Justice League became a dictating power after killing President Lex Luthor. And they had done a lot of bad things, but overall, those bad things helped so many more people. what they ended up doing was they had killed, or not, they'd killed a few people. I think they killed Darkseid. And so what, like, even Superman did was he went over into Arkham Asylum and he lobotomized a lot of the inmates. And they were doing things to the Arkham patients that basically made them a lot more nicer to deal with. Like, the Joker, the clown prince of crime, would be saying stuff in that universe like, I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a good feeling inside your heart. And I hope your children get better too. He, like, and if you looked at the episode, like, Superman went over and he was like, I need to talk to Hawk Girl. And he was like, certainly, Superman. Follow me this way. Like, the entire demeanor of the Joker changed when Superman lobotomized him in that universe. Like, the Joker was no longer a homicidal maniac. He was a relatively nice guy. Like, he could be the guy in that universe that you could go next door to and ask for a cup of sugar. But I saw the new Superman. I think it would look good, and I actually had my own opinions on Robert Pattinson's Batman, because some people are like, it could so work in that universe, and my honest opinion, I don't think it can. I don't think Robert Pattinson's Batman can work in that universe, because what I mean when I say, like, it's too grounded is, I mean, it's too grounded in reality. Like, there's no metahumans. There's no superpowered creatures to the knowledge that we know in that universe that already exist.